Here we go. It's the hot seat match. U.S. Open 8-Ball Championship. Kind of a surprise in a way. Rory Hendrickson from Fargo, North Dakota. He's a journeyman pro, 47 years old, been out here a long time, but this is a real good result for him. Now, his opponent, maybe not so well known to a lot of people, but Jesse Bowman has been one of the premier bar table players for many, many years. I'm not surprised at all that he's playing for the hot seat. There's Karim Balaj and Paul Costine, the two main men from Predator. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for all you've done for professional pool.
And welcome to the Predator Arena. This is George Teachea and Jay Helfert bringing this match to you.
We're not so important.
No, we're not. not as important as some of the audience and the players, of course.
Yeah.
Not quite that important.
Sorry, I forgot to introduce
That's quite all right. But that's why I'm here, your sidekick, right?
Yeah, George Teachea.
He got it. He got it right. After
rhymes.
4 days, you got it right. Yeah. Well, Rory set the break here, and this is the hot seat match. Rory,
Very important. Yeah,
go ahead. Started out beating Tyler Brandon, and then Hunter Lombardo, Brandon Schuff, and Thorsten Homan, and he just finished defeating Josh Roberts. As he breaks the balls, let's take a look at what happens here and how it develops. Second ball break, comes back into the stack, nice and hard, makes the ball immediately as soon as he hit the break. The ball flies in.
They didn't come apart too good, though, did they?
They don't. That second ball break usually produces a couple of clusters here and there. They don't spread open as well as the head-on break, but it seems to be more controlled, and it usually generates a ball. I mean, it pockets a ball pretty quick. But let's see what he chooses here. His options are not many. The 2-ball on the side, the 9-ball in the corner. And he's going for the combo on the 13-1, his problem ball up on top. And he's on the 7. From there, this rack opens up very well. He just pockets he gets on the 7, then he has the 2 balls to the side, the 2 on the bottom, and up for the 8. And the 4 ball sitting there staring at the pocket right after the 7, more than likely. So this could open up real well unless he bumps the 6 over to the side rail so it doesn't go by the 3, and then he'll have to maneuver a little bit. And he will be bumping the 6 a little bit, I think. No, he didn't. He made sure he didn't. See how well now he's going to come down? Is he going to come down or come straight across? Either way. The 5 ball's next, and then he comes up, and he's opened up this rack very, very nice.
I wonder if he'll shoot the 4 right now.
I think so.
He's got the perfect angle on it.
It would probably be best to shoot the 4 now. But he is as Freddie likes to say, he is street-hopped.
These guys look like teammates. They're both wearing matching blue shirts.
Rory was telling me that he played a lot of pool back some time back with Jesse.
Oh, they played many times.
Yeah, they played many times.
They're both in the Midwest there.
And he came back and got on the 4 or the deuce.
Jesse's Pool Room Deep Pockets is in Moline, Illinois. They've had that. His family's had that pool room for 30 years.
Wow. But yeah, I've heard his name crop up. And as soon as someone says anything about 7-foot tables, his name crops right in there.
One of the best.
One of the best on him, and there's another guy. Is it Dennis Hatch?
No, not
Dennis Hatch. There's somebody else that does extremely well on bar tables.
Well, there's a guy that we don't have here, Chad Vilmont. That's a great bar table player.
I've seen his name. My problem is I don't know a lot of the big players. And he'll just, this is nice. He just follows the 2-ball a little bit, gives himself a little bit of distance between the balls so he can stroke.
So far, so good.
Yep. Down for the 5 and up for the 8.
All important first rack. Neither of these players have played on this TV table. This is their first time out here, and it does play a little different. We know that the cue ball rolls a little bit slower on this table.
You think it's all the lights and the cleanliness of the table?
I think so. I think so.
Now, compared to the tables out on the floor, this table plays a little bit different. Not much, because they all play, almost identical. So
a little bit slower. That's what we've seen.
But we're in the Predator Arena using Diamond tables on Simonis gloss. That
He
ball
missed
skidded.
that ball.
Oh,
Wow.
It looked like he missed it, but it just barely caught the outside. That ball skidded just a hair. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
And it spun out away from the pocket.
How did that ball go in? It looked like it was 2 inches
It looked like
off
it
the
was
rail.
out. It just barely caught the corner and slid in. He'll follow his 2 rails to the middle of the table.
Perfect position for the 8. He's going to draw
Absolutely.
first blood in this match.
Absolutely. Or as I've heard it in one of my favorite movies, absolutely.
Big match here. I mean, these guys are guaranteed third place, which is $4,100. Second place, $6,300, and top prize is $11,000.
Yeah, so the winner of this match, the worst they can do is $6,300.
That's right. That's right.
And the best they can do is to win the whole thing at $11,000.
You know, George, we were talking last match about putting your cue on the rail, and
correct, and there's a perfect example.
And I was critical of that, as was Freddie. But somebody sent me a text message, said the reason they do that is so that if they set the cue on the table, they don't get chalk on the wrap. Now, I never heard that before.
Well, see, I don't worry about that. I play with a wrapless cue.
There you go.
But no, that's a good point. That is a good point. And a lot of these guys have the leather wrap, so it's a nicer leather wrap. And so I can see the concern for that. Well, Jesse's off the break now.
Look how far out to the right he breaks. His break is different
He's one
than
of the
anybody else's.
exactly. He's one of the first players I've seen break to the right.
With his hand on the table. Look at this cluster of balls now. Along the side rail there's like half the rack. Let's see what he can do to negotiate this rack.
Well, as he decides to negotiate, let's see how Jesse got here. Oh, there we go. He started off defeating David Del Castillo, Michael Jednak,
good player from New York,
Chris McDaniel, Rodney Morris. He just finished beating Rodney Morris. Oh, actually, he beat him earlier, last night. Then he just finished defeating Amar Kane and brings him to this match right here.
Well, that didn't work out so well.
Corey's off and running, and like you said, it's not so well right now.
Jesse plays kind of a fast and loose style.
He's
trying
in
to break
trouble
those
here.
balls up.
He's in trouble. I would kick the 4 ball.
Right. Kick it and
but
play
see,
safe.
no, the look at the 12s in front of a pocket. This cue ball's going to go right for the drink. Oh, he's playing safe up on top.
All the way.
He's playing safe up on top. Yeah, if he back cuts the 5 ball, the cue ball trends to the pocket, and it just says adios.
Rory's got the 9 ball here, but he's got problems on that side rail as well.
But he's got problems he can get to with the 4 if he can do something coming off the 5, because the 5 ball will be his first shot unless he chooses to play safe with the 4 or bank it.
What's that? He's shooting stripes.
Well, thank you very much. There we go.
That's why I said he's shooting the 9.
Yeah, Jesse just shot. Now you know how confused I can get here, folks.
Well, you've been on a break for a while.
Yes, I know.
And you've been drinking.
Water. Water.
I'm teasing you.
Actually, I know you are. I wish I had some tequila right now, though, after that comment.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We've all done it.
No, it's just not that. It's just that I was starting to get a little tickle in my throat. And
he's going to have to do something. Even if he shoots this 9, he's going to have to do something with those 2 balls on the side rail.
He's playing an effective safety. The 12 ball's not easy. He can't get to the 11. The 12 ball could scratch. No, it won't scratch if he cuts it. He's got room.
He's taking a long, hard look at this one.
Can he see the 9 ball?
Yeah, he can see the 9, but I think he might be shooting the 12 instead, being very careful here.
Mm-hmm.
Another very good
small table
very
player.
Good, very good bar table player.
Well, he says I think he said he played 7 leagues a week.
Every night.
8 leagues. Every night, yeah. Every night. So he's a talented player that plays a lot of pool. A lot of pool.
Pretty well known in the upper Midwest.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of these guys that takes on all challengers. He's the house pro at Mike Page's Fargo Billiards, largest pool room in America.
You know, last year when they were first introducing Fargo rate, Mike Page came to Tucson, and he before he came down, he posted on Facebook. He says, "I'll be at the tournament, and I'll play anybody for $50 a set, races a 7 or 6." He missed this ball.
No, he's playing a safe.
Oh, okay.
He played that. He wanted to lay it in front of the pocket, but that's okay. That's good enough. A little strategy going on now.
Oh, okay. Now, see, that's the part of 8-ball I don't understand. I mean, of course, I'm just kidding a little bit, but I just try to run out, and I don't play safe until it's rather obvious that I have to. So I'm not very successful at it.
Well, these are two very good small table 8-ball players, so
Mm-hmm.
sit back, enjoy yourself, and maybe we'll learn something here.
I'm sure I've been learning all week long. You don't think I didn't learn watching the U.S. Open 10-ball and trying to give you my 2 cents worth, watching all this 8-ball we've been playing the last 2 days, basically. I'm sitting right here and just being a sponge.
You see this?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes
Did you want to hit that 12 ball and move it?
neither one of these guys wants to be the one that breaks up that cluster on the side rail there.
Oh, I'm sure Rory does when he shoots that 9-ball. He'd like to open him up with that 9.
Yeah, but he can't from this angle.
No, but he can off the 12 if he decides to. He'd come right over with the zoom on it off the bottom rail. Kind of like that.
There you go. There you go.
And, oh, almost. Almost. And he's got him open. He's got 2 on the same rail, which means he'll have to make one then the other. But he may move 1 when he shoots the 9.
Let's see.
A miss
He
here,
did what he
though.
wanted to do.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can complete this rack now.
He's going to have to pocket this 9-ball. If he misses the 9-ball, it opens it up for Jesse.
Well, he's going to shoot the 11 first. Pretty sure. Yeah, he's going to shoot the 11 ball first. The question is, where does he leave the cue ball for his next shot?
It has to be in line for the 14.
That's what he'd like, I think. I think I have to agree with you there. He'd
Mhm.
like to shoot the 14
The
next.
first ball on the bottom of the rail, and he's done so. He's got it perfect.
Nicely done.
Uh-huh. Now, and then from here, he'll go for the 9. I don't know if the 15 goes all the way down the table, but he'll play off the 9 to get position on the 15. And he's deciding just how to do that and where he wants to be right now as he looks at these balls.
He knows he must run out here.
Oh,
Can't let Jesse come back to the table.
Don't see much of a safety. Does this stun up? No, he's going to have to kind of slide up the rail and give himself a cut shot on the 14, on the 15.
He's looking. It will go down that way, but is that what he really wants to do?
He's got to park that ball. Oh, that's tough. Yeah, that's where he wants to be. So he's going to come off the side rail and up to where he just pointed. Up a little higher. He might have come enough, but now this is really tough because he's got to go 2 rails on a string, the 5-ball on a string straight across and back again. And the 5-ball can come into play here.
I don't think the 5 ball is going to come into play.
Oh, he came up.
He's
Okay.
going to. He might
came
shoot
up.
the 8 right off that 7 ball.
Correct.
I'm not. He might just
Very
be able to shoot
well
it straight in. He
Very
might
well
just
done.
shoot
Yes,
it straight in.
that's what he's doing. He's not going to.
Oh, he used
No.
the 7 ball.
And
Good
takes
enough.
the second game. 2-0.
Interesting game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they traded safeties back and forth and neither one really looked, like they played a really good safety, but it was an effective safety. Good job by both of these players in this game.
They have almost the exact same Fargo rating, 726 to 729.
Well, I don't know how much Rory has to do with Fargo, but he's involved with Mike Page, so that's
probably
where,
got a lot
that's
to
where
do
it
with
came
it.
from.
He's got Fargo. He's got Fargo rate on his shirt.
He's wearing the shirt. Seemed like a very nice guy when I was out there talking to him. They didn't have very much time, but I was able to say hi and introduce myself. And get a little bit of information, and that's about all I was able to get because they were practicing in just minutes from takeoff from that all-important lag. Jesse doesn't look concerned at all. You know, they know each other well. They've played each other many times. They didn't say who has done what, but if they played each other many times, one or the other has learned from the other, or both.
Well, Jesse's had the best results in small table tournaments over the years. He's won a lot of them.
Well, he's gotten out, has Rory?
Pardon me?
Has Rory gotten out and played? He says, I come from nowhere and I don't play anywhere.
He plays locally.
Yeah,
he plays
just
locally.
local.
Don't worry, the players know him.
Oh, yes.
He's not a unknown.
In the players' circle.
Right. But this is maybe his best result in a national class tournament right here, to be in the final three.
All right.
Now, he's played the U.S. Bar Table Tournament and a few others like this.
Has he?
And gotten in the money. But I don't recall him ever getting a final three in a major event.
Well, he's here now, and this will just catapult his confidence to do better in the future.
He's not done yet, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Precisely. He's playing the 11.
Yep. Well done.
He's going to flip
he
this.
didn't want to hit that ball. He
It's
did
okay.
not want to hit that ball.
He's going to be able to play a very effective safety up against both those balls he just hit.
If he chooses to.
If he chooses to, correct. Or if he wants to, he can bank the 9 and open them up.
I like your shot, but
he can also just pocket the 9 and then come down for the 10 and go back. He pockets the 9. He has a shot on the 13 to just bump the 12 and shoot the 12, so it's not a problem.
if I could, George, I think he's actually considering shooting the 10 and then taking that 11-9 combination.
Yeah, then that works.
It's just he was considering that.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean he's going to do it.
Oh, all three of those options exist.
See,
They're all
there
there.
he is. There he is. There he is working on that. But I love your idea of a safety shooting that 9 and hiding the cue ball behind those other two stripes. But
yeah, but it might mess up the way they lay.
Yeah.
But he can tuck him in real good up against the 12.
Guess what? Now,
He's thinking about cutting the 9 and getting shape on the 13.
He's thinking of several different options.
There's several. You can make the 9, play the 10, or play the 10, play the combo.
Looks like he's going for the 10 ball.
Which means he'll go for the combo next.
Not necessarily. He's going to get this ball first. I think it's the 15 ball.
This ball down here doesn't. If he needs it to improve his angle, he probably will.
Why did he go so far if he's not going to shoot that one?
Angle.
Because he could have hit that 10 ball a lot softer.
Mm-hmm.
And kept the same angle.
Well, he had to come away from the
he's
rail.
going to take this one. That's why he came down here to get this one out of the way.
He'll travel up just past the 2 ball, probably.
A little bit of an unorthodox pattern, but if it works, it's great.
I wouldn't call it unorthodox is a word for it, but it just works for him.
He's shaking his head like he's not happy about this.
See, I would have liked to have cleared the 9 ball first. And then, because see, from there, he just plays the 13 with a little bit of bump, slides in there, and he's good to go on the 12.
Well, that 12 ball is his problem.
Yes, it is. Even if he makes the combo, if he draws back, the 12 ball might send him past the 4.
He may end up having to bank that 12 ball.
Oh, I tell you what he's going to do. He's going to shoot this with a little bit of speed and get the 12 ball off the rail. He's not going to hit it real soft. He could if he wanted to and follow is that the 13?
Right.
And get behind the 12 for another safety. If he cares, if he chooses to.
He's got a lot of respect for Jesse Bowman. He's trying to run out.
Yeah,
he doesn't want to get in a safety battle with this young man.
Well, see, now the 12 ball is a problem. A very, very, very big problem. And
It will bank, and that's probably
that's
where
exactly
it's going
what
to
he's pointing to.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know if there's room for him to cut it.
No, I don't think so.
He has an option. He can probably draw straight across and come back in to try to get between them. Very difficult shot, low percentage. So
he's looking to see if it'll bank cross side, and it might. I'm not sure how close that 4-ball is to obstructing that. I think he's going to go 2 rails off the 13, though, and come around to the side. Whichever bank he decides to take. I don't see him drawing here. Let's see.
No, he would draw only if he's going to try to break it.
Oh, he's not going to break this ball up. He's committed to banking it.
He's committed. Yeah, he is. Only if he wants to take a flyer to try to break it. All you amateur players out there that would try this shot, flyer.
If he's drawing over there, then he must be playing for the.
Yes, he is. But he's not. He's just coming over for the bank.
Yeah, he's taking that cross side bank.
It does go. The cue ball to go 2 rails and come over to about where it's at now for position on the 8. If he makes it. Must make.
Well, if he makes it, he's going to have a long shot on the 8, too.
I don't think he just wants to make this
ball. Yeah, you're right. He's
not
focused
concerned,
on making it.
There's nothing here but to make this ball because the position is natural.
He made it. Look at this position.
Oh, yeah,
boy.
The position laid natural.
He came right around there. That worked out well, didn't it?
3-0 lead.
That was a nice run out and a difficult one. Rory Hendrickson in control. Talk about a dark horse in this tournament. Wow. Where did he come from?
Fargo, North Dakota.
Yeah. I've never seen him go this deep before.
Well, you can see why he has. He shot very well. All 3 of the racks he just won.
He's inspired.
Well, he's settled in. Rock and fire there. That was a difficult shot, folks. That ball, he hit it as good as it could be hit with the perfect speed.
I was impressed with the position he played off that bank. I mean, you said it. He had a natural angle, but he had to let that cue ball roll.
Yes. And he didn't fire that bank. He rolled it in.
Yeah.
You know, with
confidence.
With confidence, and he didn't have
a
choice.
Look at where Jesse puts his hand and where he puts.
He's the only player that has broken from the side.
Wow.
And he's the. I think we've only seen the cue ball jump off the table once. That's the second time. I've seen it happen out on the floor. I haven't seen.
No,
it
it's
happen
happened in here.
I saw it happen once in here. And
it happened earlier today.
I think I was here for that.
Well, Jesse is a little bit out of kilter right now.
Well, maybe a little out of kilter, but he's trailing 0-3, so he can't afford any more mistakes after jumping the ball off the table.
He couldn't afford that mistake. At 3-0?
Yep. Good point. Great point,
I'll tell you what. Right now, Rory's playing with a lot of confidence.
Yes. How do you like playing the 3-ball here? Well, he's got the 4, the 6, and the 5 tied up along with the 3.
He's thinking about playing this combination.
Well, he's looking at playing the 3-ball or the 6-9 and taking stripes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's it.
That's what he's called. I thought he had the cue ball there to shoot the 3, open up the 4-6, and the 5 goes to the side. So
he doesn't have to open up anything.
This is the second time he's opened up with a combination of a solid hitting a stripe or vice versa.
I think he's going to just draw back and shoot that 15 in the side next. That's what he'd like to do. Because if he can get that ball out of the way, it's clear sailing.
Up by the 8, everything's clear.
See where he put his cue?
Mm-hmm.
He wants to be right in there.
Now he's going to bump.
It's a pretty big window. I don't think he's going to bump anything.
But I'm thinking that with the angle he has, if he doesn't have an angle to bump the 3.
Doesn't need to. There you go.
Well, that's what I didn't.
Just roll this ball slowly in the side.
There you go.
And it's smooth sailing.
Mm-hmm.
Can Rory Hendrickson hold it together?
Well,
boy, can you imagine him on the hot seat? Wow. They'll all be gunning for him. I mean, it's early in the match. He's only ahead 3-0, but he's got a big lead, and he can expand it right now.
Well, we saw Josh Roberts in here on this table play very well, and he defeated Josh Roberts just prior to this game, to this match. So this is the 5:30 match at 3 o'clock. He started in with Josh Roberts and took care of that.
He was ahead of him 4-0 before Josh woke up. Well, it's kind of fortuitous that he bumped that one ball because the cue ball was going all the way down to the end rail.
Probably shoot the 4 ball.
Yeah,
the
he
12
hit that
ball.
one a little harder than he wanted, but fortunately, it got stopped by the one, or slowed down at least.
Yeah, he's going to shoot this ball and come over, come back just a little bit for the 12.
He's got some work to do here.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to come around behind
He's going to
those
take the
balls.
combo.
I don't think so.
He just pointed
Why
at
not
it.
shoot the 12 and come around behind those balls?
That's,
you know what I mean? Shoot
Yes, yes, definitely. That's what I would look at. I wouldn't.
That's a little bit of an off-angle combo. I don't think you have to shoot it, George.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that shot.
Great camera work showing us how off-angle it is. Not very, but enough to be concerned.
Is he really going to shoot that combo here?
He pointed at it. He might change his mind. I like going over it to the head rail and over to the side and playing the 15.
Exactly.
The 15 might not go in the side. The 11, excuse me. The 11 ball might not go in the side.
Well, he can shoot. What is that? The ball 13. He can shoot it in the same corner that he shoots the 12 in.
And then the other one.
Yeah, that's the 13
Yep,
and the 11.
13 and 11.
There. Well, let's see. Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Go 2 rails and get behind the 13.
All right. For the up.
Then you
straight
open up the 11 ball.
Straight in.
Well, what will Rory do now? He's just dead set on playing this combination. That's, for me, it's backwards thinking, but you know what? If he executes it,
if he
it's
executes,
all good.
he's just going to use go to the rail and off, and he's going to have shape on the 12. He's guaranteed a shot on the 12. And he's going to. Oh, he got a good bump there. He got a good bump there.
Boy, he was really fortunate, wasn't
Yes, he got a good bump there. He doesn't get that good bump. He could have ended up straight across it.
It's still no bargain because he's got a sharp angle on that 11 ball now. You know, he's got to try to pinch that ball and hold the. He's looking at coming off the rail into the 1 to stop the cue ball. I don't know, man.
Well, from the
this combination got him in trouble playing that combination.
From the angle on the monitor, it looks like he can just stun it back, just a little bit of draw, but it looks like it's going to end up way down here.
Yeah, he's got a little more angle than
yes, he does. Yes, from there it looks like it does. See, keep in mind, folks, we're 30 feet behind the table, elevated, and the monitor brings it to us. We get great camera work. We see what you're seeing on the screen.
Well, he's got problems no matter what.
You call that.
He might go off the 1 and go in the side pocket if he's not careful. Ooh. I'll tell you what, he did good.
That's
he did really
nice shot.
good. He did exactly what he wanted to do. Come off the rail and use the 1 to stop the ball. Well, he struggled a little bit, but it looks like he's going to get out for game number 4.
A big game number 4. Very
Perfect.
big game number 4.
He scrambled, but he completed.
Nice job, and he gets a nice round of applause. He faced the trouble right down. Shot it down.
Jesse Bowman's in trouble here after I bragged about him.
Well, it wasn't bragging. He is a top player. He's just, at the moment, getting outplayed.
His break has not worked for him. He's had 2 breaks already.
Mm-hmm.
1 came up empty, and 1 he sent the cue ball off the table.
At both times, allowing his opponent to come to the table with an open table and run out. Yes, and he has run out each time, right?
Yes, he has.
They only had They had 1 safety battle, back and forth there. But
second
I forget whose break. The second game. So that was Rory's break. All righty. Remember, here we're playing this tournament on the 7-foot diamond tables. Omega Billiards is the official store of the U.S. Open.
We're using Ivan Simonis cloth. Very popular cloth in tournament play today. And those are Cyclops balls.
The Cyclops tournament set. There.
Yeah.
And then the 1080 Predator chalk has been distributed to all players here in Las Vegas. When your team comes in, you should receive a cube of chalk and ask to play with that. And that's the official chalk of the national championships.
While these pro matches are going on, there are literally going to be thousands of amateur players playing on 260 pool tables in this convention center.
That's a lot of tables.
Yep. Have you walked around to all the rooms?
Have.
It's
I didn't know there was another room. The other room is bigger than this one.
Yeah.
This
that's
has
the Amazon. This
right.
is pavilion room. There's the Amazon room. And what's that other room called over there? The third room.
I forget, but it's right over
I should
the
know because I
side.
just played poker there last month in the World Series. Well, Jesse's got an open table.
And he's staring down the stripes.
He's under pressure now. It's like it's already a must-win situation for him.
Every game from now on is a must-win because he's got to make up. He's got to make up three games and win on his breaks. And he's just tied up the 12 ball. He bumped it and tied up the 12.
Well, he can break it out pretty quickly here.
Well, the 14 down on the bottom.
Yeah.
But he's got to bump it right or he won't have a shot.
He's got to do everything right this rack.
Yes, definitely. Yes, I think this room has 124 tables in it. The Amazon room you just spoke of, I think, had about 10 or 15 more tables.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of tables here.
There might be 300 tables altogether.
I think there is. I think there's 302 to be exact. I think I remember seeing that someplace as you come across some of the banners coming into the hallway here.
Well, he bumped it perfectly.
Yes, he did. He did a very nice job on that bump. He'll just follow this up.
Let's see if Jesse wakes up and wins a game.
Let's hope he does so we can make this an interesting match. Otherwise, it's going to be a blowout.
I've known his father, Dwayne Bowman, for over 40 years. Great pool man. Sponsored a lot of good tournaments in his room. His room, they have, I think he told me they have 19 pool tables. 18 of them are small tables and one big table.
So they only have one table for the one pocket players, huh?
Yeah, the rest, he said, we got leagues every night of the week.
You know, more and more, that's pretty much what a lot of the rooms are catering to. And it's good for pool. It really is.
Well, if I ever open another pool room, I'd probably have at least half of them small tables.
Mm-hmm. I think you have to nowadays.
Yeah. Well, he's got a long straight shot on the 8.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Let's see if he can hold it together here. He did. Finally on the board in the 5th game. Of course, if he breaks and runs out here, it gets close again.
Mm-hmm. Gets close within 2. That's why I said he had to make up 2. I said 3 games, but he had to make up 2 games that he lost his break on. And Rory started breaking, so he has to make up 3 games. Because on the hill, Rory will break for the game, and if the trend continues, he wins the
we're
match.
a long way from there.
This isn't even the first turn, as they just broke out of the gates.
Rory left me with a little uncertainty after that last rack. Even though he got out, he really had to scramble.
Yeah, he struggled at the end there. But, I think he trusted his instincts. His instincts initially when he came to that combination was, I'm shooting the combination. And he went right back to it.
Well, close call, close call.
Did you see Rory leaning back in his chair like, come on, drag it, cue ball?
That's the first time I've seen the 8 ball go all the way down to the end rail.
Mm-hmm.
It obviously got kicked by something.
And the cue ball is, out of the mouth of the pocket.
But he's got a good spread if he can make this first shot.
That 9 ball looks like he's going for that 9 ball.
Yeah, that's about all he's got.
It's the only high percentage shot he has. Everything else is blocked by the clump of 3 balls in the center of the table. And he made it. It's coming down. Does he have a shot on this 12?
I don't know if either of those balls go.
Then you might have to shoot up table and then find a way to come back down.
Is that the 12 on the bottom? That's the 10 ball. Does it go past the 3?
That's
what he's looking at.
He's going to have to play it off the rail, off the 3.
Wow, look at this. What's he doing here?
Playing safe?
Yep. Sure did.
Mm-hmm.
And a good one. That's smart 8 ball, what we just saw. I'll tell you, a lot of these players would not even see that shot, not know that it's there.
I totally agree. Totally agree.
Look what he did. And he knew exactly what to do.
But the only shot that Rory has is to do the same thing to him with the 5. Just bump it and cover.
No, look at the 2 ball. He could shoot the 2 all the way down in the corner.
I saw that, and I don't like it. He could also shoot the 1 ball all the way down in the corner. But if he bumps the 5 and doesn't allow him to see the balls up table, all he can do is shoot the 10 ball, and you'll be forced to shoot it off the rail, off the 3.
If he can somehow make that 2 ball all the way down in the corner, he's got a chance to run out. Has he got the heart to shoot that shot?
Can he try to lay it in behind the 8? Is another question. He was up there looking from the top to see what he gives up if he leaves the cue ball just to the left of the 8 ball.
Either way, if he tries to make a ball, it's a now he's looking at the 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
these are more than 7-foot shots. These are longer than 7 feet. When you count the distance from the cue ball to the object ball, he's calling it.
It's called the 1 ball.
Now he's looking at the 2. Which do you like?
If I had to shoot, I'd shoot the 1. But I also like taking the cue ball right up by the 8, off the 4. Just come off the 4 and go right on top of the 8. But that opens these balls up because he moves. See that he'll move that ball out of the way.
I don't see him playing safe, George. He's got too much respect for Jesse Bowman's shooting ability. He's shooting that 1. He's trying to win the game here.
Okay, he is shooting.
Can he do it? This would be the hardest shot he's had in the match, right here. Not even close. Not even close.
Well, here's a great opportunity for Jesse to make up some ground.
It could be a turning point.
Yes, most definitely. He's not happy with the shot.
No, he didn't hit it good.
I wonder
he
if
knows it. He knows if he made that, he'd probably win that game.
Correct. Correct. And that's why he's shaking his head. Opportunity is the way he's figuring.
Guess he's opting. Is he going to start with a 12 or is he going to shoot that
11
ball? Yeah.
His only problem ball is the 13, but it goes to the upper left-hand corner.
Okay, Jesse made up his mind. Let's start with this 12 ball. Ooh, wow.
Hello. Up jumped the devil.
Well, he waved his hand like something happened there, but he missed it. He shot it into the rail. Well, you know, he was just careless. George, he just didn't focus on that. These pockets have tightened up.
Well, yes, they
maybe
have.
The first day it might have slid in.
Oh, definitely. There's no doubt the first day that ball was in. But you know, he was also making sure he avoided the side pocket. So
yeah, but he could have made that ball. That was not a hard shot. That was just kind of poor concentration there.
Oh, he just nibbled 3, so it probably goes by the by the 10.
It might be enough.
Yep, it might have been enough. He just
he
nibbled
nudged it down a little bit lower.
Well,
everything's
if
going
it goes,
Rory's
he's
way.
It. If it goes, he's shooting it. Unless he's going to wait and bank it to where the 1 is.
If he can make that ball, you've got to shoot it now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly.
I don't see him looking at it, though. Let's see. Now he's looking.
No,
I guess he knew all along.
He knew all along. As soon as he touched that ball, he knew it.
Golden opportunity for Rory Hendrickson.
Wow. This game's over unless barring some unforeseen error. You know, the light falling on top of the table. I'm not sure what can happen here, but I think he's out with what he's shown us so far.
That second shot was a very important shot.
Yes. And he came back. He can shoot either one. He'll probably shoot the 4-ball next. He'll come out and shoot the 4-ball in the same pocket. Maybe not.
No, he's going to shoot the 1 now.
Right. Right.
I don't think he
didn't want to be there.
Well, he's going over the top of the ball.
Okay. He's all right.
He's all right. Yeah.
And there's his lead in, or his key shot. Pocket, and you're straight in on the 8.
Just like that. 5-1 lead for Rory Hendrickson, thanks to the missed ball by Jesse Bowman.
All right. Jesse was able to get back to the table, and
you know what I always say, George? If you're going to lose a match, lose the hot seat match, because if you only have to win one match to be back in the finals.
Right. Right.
Of course, it doesn't feel good to lose either way.
And you did say that. I think you said that when we were in the 10-ball matches.
Yes, I did.
I remember it well.
I'll say it every time. You might hear it again.
And if you're out to play a lot of pool, lose your first match. But
like
you're
Shane
back
Van
against
Boning
the world
did?
like Shane Van Boning
And he's
did.
still back. He's playing Thorsten right now.
Oh, okay.
Outside.
You know, well, they're racking the balls. If I can get this open fast enough.
You know, if you lose your first match in a 64-player field, you'd have to win 10 matches to win the tournament.
You've got Mike DeShane and Vilmos Foldis playing right now.
Yeah. Who else? Shane and Thorsten?
That's what I'm looking for. I don't see that match.
You'll find it.
You got Francisco and Corey Duell. And Shane and Thorsten.
Good.
I found it.
There's a 4th match.
There is?
Yeah. They're playing for 9th through 12th. There's 4 matches going.
I'm looking.
Rory came up empty again.
Mike DeShane and Vilmos Foldis.
You said
Brandon Schuff.
What about
that's over?
Mark? No. Keep going.
Here it is. No, it's not. That's it.
No, there's 4 matches going, I promise you.
Okay, the matches are Shane Van Boning and Thorsten Homan.
That's 1. I'm going to count right along.
Corey Duell and Francisco Bustamante.
That's 2.
Mike DeShane and Vilmos Foldis, and this one right here. There's 4 matches.
This is the hot. No, there's another match. Keep going. Get on the bottom.
No, that one's been played. Brandon Schuff and Rodney Morris.
They already played it.
They already played it.
Okay.
Yeah, they played it.
There had to be 4 matches for 9th through 12th, so there's one that's already finished. Who won that match between?
Brandon Schuff won it. Hill.
Well, no matter what happens, I don't like Jesse's chances after that mess up in the last rack. It would take a miracle from him to come back now, alternating breaks.
Down
but
5-1.
Not that he couldn't, but
well, it would take errors by Rory.
It would have been made a big difference if the score was 4-2 now. I know that.
Yeah, that was a huge game. That was a huge game, and he misses that 12-ball. Well, he's off to the races here, and he'll take this 4, work on the 3-7 down here on the bottom of the table, then go upstream for the last 2 pockets. Will he play the combo on the 2 and then the 1 and then the 8? More than likely. But he'll take care of these 2 balls down here first.
I don't need to tell you how badly he needs to win this game. It might be too little and too late. We'll see. Of course, he's breaking next.
Well, we've seen games, matches here.
Guys come back from big deficits. You don't think it can happen to alternate break, but it does.
Sure.
This is a critical shot here. Oh, I like the way he did that.
Instead of the combo?
Yeah.
I agree.
Because if he'd have hit from that distance, the 1 probably would have laid on the end rail.
He's got to make sure he gets that cue ball out of that little... does he come to the window between the 9 and the 13, or does he slide over between the 9 and the 11?
That's why he's hesitating.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of balls blocking him here.
There can be one, and he's perfect.
Nice shot.
Nice shot. Nice speed. Rolled it very, very controlled.
Nice rack by Jesse Bowman. And he is breaking.
Well, he can close the gap to 2 games if he breaks and runs. Like I said, you know, the score looks dire at 5-1, but he won that, and he's breaking now. So he took 1 break back from Rory. He'll break himself. He still needs 1 more break.
If he runs this rack, he's going to put a little pressure on Rory.
Well, Rory didn't show like he was under pressure when he stepped out of the box in the opening of the match, though. He looked really good the first 2 racks. Very good. He struggled on the 3rd one, if I remember correctly.
Well, we saw him miss that 1 ball pretty badly.
It was a pretty hard shot.
It was a hard shot, but he didn't come close.
That's
He
true.
didn't even sniff the pocket on that
No,
ball.
it hit the middle diamond.
Yeah.
Along the long rail there.
Jesse has not broken well.
So let's hope he makes. Yeah, he broke. Second ball break, fires a 1 ball in the corner pocket, and he's in the middle of the table with a cue ball. In fact, it's almost on the spot.
It was. A good break.
Yes.
Can he take advantage of it, though?
He's out here. I don't see a problem. Look how wide open these stripes are. They're just like.
The ducks are on the pond.
Yeah, connect the dots. This shot right here is important because he could hook himself and be forced to do something different, but not hook himself, give himself a tough shot, and he didn't. He's perfect.
This is the way he plays. He's always played a fast and loose style.
That is a good style.
If you don't miss.
Ooh. He used the whole pocket.
Yeah, look at it. He got up there and made a,
he
made a
used
face.
the whole pocket.
He said, "What's wrong? You know, when you miss a couple balls, you kind of start questioning yourself."
He's still chuckling that he came so close to missing that ball.
Yeah, Rory's smiling too. He knows. Yeah. He knows. The pocket kind of takes the ball better on the inside than it does along the rail side.
Along the
long
rail,
side.
right,
Yeah.
right.
But he's all right now.
Is he going to
should
follow?
be.
Or?
Remember, this is the pocket that he hit that one in the center of the pocket.
Mm-hmm. And he's come over. He'll just come up a little bit, and bingo. Here we are. A minute later, we're at 5-4, 5-3.
Now there's pressure on Rory to make a ball in the break.
Mm-hmm. That closed the gap pretty quick, didn't it? It was 5-1 the last time. It was 5-1 the last time Rory was at the table.
Very important to make a ball in the break because at least you have control of the table. And the rules they're playing, if you make any ball, it's an open table.
Mm-hmm.
Big advantage.
You can use a solid to combine a stripe or vice versa, but you can't use the 8-ball to do the same at the beginning of the rack when it's open. If you scratch on the 8-ball, you don't lose the game unless the 8-ball leaves the table, the playing surface. What would happen if you fire it up in the air and the 8-ball ends up on top of the rail?
That's off the table.
That's off the playing surface,
yeah.
Correct. I'm still trying to stump you, Jay. I haven't done it yet in 4 days,
trying.
5 days.
Keep trying. Keep trying. I like it. I've seen everything in pool.
I know you have.
Me.
That's why I'm trying
I've
to
seen
stump
crazy things happen. I have seen a ball. You see that little ridge between the cushion and the rail
Sure,
there?
sure.
I've seen a ball end up on there.
Yes, yeah, and
That's out of play.
That's what I
It
meant.
might as well be on the floor. I've seen balls jam in the pocket. Now, if they're below the level of the playing surface, they're considered pocketed.
Okay.
If you move one ball and the other one falls in, then they're pocketed.
You know, on some tables, the balls will hang up off the playing surface. They're both hanging in the pocket and hanging inside the pocket already.
Right. But if the bottom of the ball is below the playing surface, they're considered pocketed. Because balls can also jam in a pocket sometimes.
Correct.
Where they're on the playing surface.
Yes.
They're just jammed,
Yes.
and you can't make either one.
Right.
I have actually seen that happen where you can't make either ball.
Well,
all right.
There's the dry break.
Let's see. Boy, this would put Jesse right back in the heart of this match.
Yes.
A little bit of a tough rack here.
And look at the concern look on Rory's face. He knows that with that dry break, this is a match. He's not running away with it anymore.
Well, actually, none of the solid balls are tied up. It's all the stripes that are tied up.
Well, I don't think he's going to get a chance to shoot at him because I think Jesse's out here. Two ball to one ball to 5 ball, 3 ball to 5 ball, 6 ball, and adios. Yeah, he's coming down for the 5 now, off the 1.
Maybe.
Maybe.
And maybe not.
This is a tight shot here. He's got to keep that cue ball from hitting anything, and he did.
Kind of like that.
Kind of like that.
Now will he shoot the 5? There's Ozzie Reynolds, our tournament organizer,
general manager for CueSports International. In other words, as we might call him, the boss.
I was thinking the same thing. Well, he's the main man here. Mark Griffin owns CueSports, but it's kind of like he's the owner, and
Ozzie
like
runs
you
the
said,
show
he's the general manager.
with input from Mark.
Yeah. Mark likes to sit back and let Ozzie do his thing.
Well, he's going to stun this over to the right side of the 1, or to the lower side of the 1, so he can run up for the 8 after he pockets the 1. He's on the wrong side of the 6, is he? Can't tell.
Real soft.
So he's going to have to play it to the corner. Okay.
He's okay. He bumped that ball purposely.
Mm-hmm.
He can just draw straight back up the table.
That's exactly where he's going.
Just like that, he's going to pull within 1 game.
From 5-1 to 5-4.
And breaking.
In 2 blinks of an eye and breaking.
Here comes Jesse.
Now, we're not going to be doing karaoke, okay?
That's all the karaoke you're going to hear from me. You know I go to the Philippines frequently because I got a family over there, but karaoke is like that's the main attraction there. There's a karaoke club on every corner.
Everybody wants to be a star.
They just like to sing.
Well,
there's a lot of great singers that have come out of the Philippines.
I did not know that. Because you have to understand, I'm not international in any way. I've lived in Arizona all my life. And
you were born there, huh?
I was born and raised in Nogales, Arizona, which is on the border.
Right.
Came to Tucson to go to the University of Arizona and
stayed.
Well, I mean, tell you the truth, Tucson's a nice place.
Oh yeah, I like that town.
Yep. And this break is a
I
nice
prefer.
break.
I prefer.
Oh, it was a nice break till that happened.
No, Jesse, no. Don't do that.
Well, he's driving down the road, racing down the track, catching Rory, and all of a sudden he's got a flat tire.
He has not had good control of his cue ball on the break shots.
Not once. It's when you use the side break, the second ball break, control is not all that easy. I think one of them he hit pretty decent. The second time he went to the side ball.
Well, a lot of times, George, a lot of times you hit that second ball, you go to the side rail and come back into the pack. There's Danny Smith, excellent player on the right.
Mm-hmm. The shredder.
Well, the 8 ball is tied up with the stripe. And Rory knows he's going to have to break. Why not break it out right now? Because you got to break that 5 out, too.
Off the deuce.
Yeah, I think this is the time to do it. This is the time.
The 2 balls down at the bottom of the table are not tied up. The 4 ball's open. The 1 ball's open. The 5 ball will be open once he opens this up. And he's pretty much guaranteed a shot on the 4.
Boy, he really clubbed that one.
Well,
It worked out good,
though.
It worked out good. He held the cue ball. He can shoot the 5 in the corner.
That worked out.
I think he had a little bit of good fortune on that shot because as hard as he hit it, that cue ball could have bounced across the table.
But he hit it with high English so it would stay or drop.
Well,
I forget how he hit that ball. But
the results make him look good.
That's correct. That was perfect. Here's the 4, the 1, the 3, the 7, and the 8.
Looks pretty juicy, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah, see, it just leads. The shot leads to each shot, but he wants a good angle on for this 1 ball, and he wants a good angle from the 1 ball to the 3 ball. So from the 4 to the 1, he's gonna take the 1 first. If the 10 ball wasn't there, I'd be, it's no problem. He's taking the 4 ball first, then coming to the 1, down for the 3. No, he's taking the 1 first. He's going to have to come way back to get on the 4 ball where the 10 ball does not come into play. He has. Not a problem. Did he come back enough?
I'm not so sure. I think he's going to end up with some distance on this 3 ball.
No, I think he'll go forward 2 rails with the cue ball, or just try to go 1 rail and come way down here by the 11. He wants to get further in net, though, so he's going to have to come. Wow. He's created a monster. This looks very simple, but his angle coming into the 3 has to be. He's got to create it, unless he bumps the 7.
He's drawing the ball.
Okay,
He's
there's always that
straight
part.
back up table.
He drew straight down table.
He didn't do bad.
No.
Up table, down table, it's all the same.
Right. He bumps this ball. He could get in trouble, though. See, he doesn't. He didn't want.
He's got to bump it.
That's the angle I was talking that he didn't want. He didn't want that angle. He wants to be closer to the 11 ball. So he's straight in on it, so he can just kind of move up a little bit and play the 7 ball in the right-hand corner pocket. Now he's forced to bump the 7.
You better bump this one just right.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a pretty severe angle on the 3.
I think I would bump it with some speed. I would hit this with a little bit of draw and push the 7 ball into the 9, clearing the 9, and the cue ball up a little bit. Comes up, and you should be okay.
What about just going forward, bumping the 14 ball, and shooting the 7 down in the end?
Well,
don't worry about it. And just take the long shot.
But he's going to be over the 14.
Right, to me,
you don't
George,
mind that?
The last 2 or 3 racks, to me, Rory has been struggling to run out.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the first few racks he ran out, he did it rather quickly, but what is he doing here? What's going on? He's shooting the 7 ball first. Well, I guess that's a good shot if you make it. Wow.
You called it.
Look at that. He got a beautiful kiss with that 11 too.
Well, he might have been anticipating that kiss with the 11.
He's going forward.
He's got to fall forward a
long
little
shot.
bit.
Yeah, he's okay.
Oh,
he's fine.
I went ooh because he got.
Well, he fooled us there, and he made a good shot. He made a nice cut shot on that 7. Like the way he handled those last balls. Good shooting, Rory Hendrickson.
6
got a
to 4,
2-game lead again.
and he's breaking. Now that's something I did not see. I did not see him cutting the 7 ball.
I didn't think he was going to do it that way,
Yeah.
but he's fooled us more than once.
Mm-hmm. There's so many different ways to play these shots and these racks.
It's all about execution.
Mm-hmm. There's conventional ways, and then there's creative ways, and then there's the wrong ways.
And then there's Efren's way.
Well, I think that would come under creative or magical, one or the other. He is a magician. He is the magician. It'd have been nice to see Efren.
I've seen Efren shoot shots in one pocket over the years
Oh
that nobody sees. I mean, nobody, not a spectator, not a commentator. Nobody even sees the shot.
Well, just go to YouTube, and there's like 25 shots that he shoots, and not so much in one pocket, but in 9-ball matches in China, all over the world.
Yeah.
Well, Rory's breaking, trying to get to 7.
That's an OBQ he plays with.
Mm-hmm, you can tell by the tip.
Wow, did you see that? Did you see that rack jump up in the air? The whole magic rack jumped up in the air there.
You can see that it did. It all came off. I missed it though. I was actually watching his cue stick come through the ball.
Look at this cluster of balls he's got now surrounding the cue ball.
But he's got an open shot on the 1.
But then what?
Well, that's the problem, because if he shoots the 1, he's got a 6 and a 2 ball that are tied up and not much future in it.
Well, you said it all. That's a problem.
Mm-hmm. But the open shot on the 1 is the only shot he has. Unless he's... oh, I see what he's doing. He's looking at coming out to the middle over here and taking the carom off the 2 into the 13 to make the 6, which opens them both up.
Mm-hmm.
I see what he's... how he's thinking. As soon as he aimed that 13, that 213, he has the angle, I think, to get out there. Not sure. It looks pretty straight.
I'm not sure either.
Looks pretty straight.
And neither is Rory.
Yeah.
Because he's got to get up. Yeah, he's got to get up there to make this shot work.
He can follow it. He can follow it to the rail and come back over here to where he needs to, but he's coming across the line he wants to land on, so that's tough. Well, we're going to watch and see exactly what he can do and cannot do.
If he doesn't get there, though, he's got other balls he can shoot.
He didn't get there.
Yeah.
So now he has to
shoot the 5 ball.
He might try it again.
No.
He could shoot the 4, and the cue ball's going to come into the
yeah,
up
but
by those 2.
he's got no control of that shot.
Too reckless. Yeah, he's going to come down and then come back to that location. But we've seen players leave the trouble for the end, and it's pretty much dictated the end of that game for them. He's got the shot now.
Yeah, he could shoot it now.
Yeah, he could shoot it now.
I think he called it.
Yep. He's got the shot
I mean,
now.
if he's going to run this rack, he's going to have to play this billiard at some point.
Our referee he is up there. Bill Stock is off to the left of the table watching this very closely. He can watch it from this end, no problem. But it does require his attention. He's going to get closer. He's coming around the side there. You just can't see him yet, but he's off to the side of the left side of the table.
Well, I don't see any bad hit coming. I mean, he's got a pretty open shot on the 2.
It can be close off the 11.
Off the 11, he's going to hit the 2 first.
Correct. And there's not much room. He could just barely nibble the 11.
Because there's going to be a good hit here. I don't think that's a problem at all. It's where the 2 goes next.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
You see, he let that 2 fly.
Of course, but he brought the cue ball back. But now he's asking for a shot, and he's got
it.
He's got the 2 ball.
He got it.
Again, he doesn't have the 4.
I'll tell you, Rory's gotten some pretty good rolls in this match when he's turned the balls loose.
Totally agree. Getting that 2 ball there was a little bit of a roll because he didn't intend to get behind the 9, I don't think. I think he was playing shape for the 4 or the 7, and he got in a location where he had neither. He's in trouble here.
He's going to shoot the 4 next.
Right. As it goes by the 12, he says, travel. In other words, I don't want to be over a ball.
Once again, he's scrambling to get out this rack.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's scrambling well. Because he got out this rack.
Well, he ain't got out yet.
He's pretty straight.
He's getting there, though.
He's got to get back up to where the 9 ball is or below to shoot the 8 ball into the left side corner pockets. I don't think he wants to shoot it to the side pocket. He's looking at that now. Where do I go? Oh, he's got an angle. He's got an angle to go there. He can use some spin. A little bit of right English. He gets over. Yeah, going forward.
Yeah, with right English.
Mm-hmm.
Just get that cue ball around the 12 ball.
That's all it takes, and just kind of slide up for the 8 ball in the upper left-hand corner. He could go between the 8 and the 10 and get shape for the other corner, but I don't see him doing that. He's not going to be happy. He's not going to be happy.
Boy,
he didn't really have to go that far.
Well, he overamped. He's nervous. Let me tell you something. He's nervous, George.
He went for the shot. He went for that shot to come off that rail and get over just where he pointed.
He went way too far. He wanted to shoot the 8 down in the corner.
No, he was playing for the corner.
You mean he wanted to go around that ball?
Yes, he wanted to go around that.
So he didn't hit it hard enough.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
He's
he was
lost.
begging that ball to travel the whole time.
Oh, okay. Well,
And he's pointing where he wants to be.
is he going to try and cut this ball in?
He's going to try something.
Where is he calling it? I don't know where he's calling this ball.
He hasn't yet, I don't think.
He pointed at the side pocket, which makes no sense. I don't think he can cut that ball backwards into that corner.
I don't think there's much he can do. He could try to possibly kiss it off the 14 to the end rail here on the bottom and call it in the upper right-hand corner. Pretty wild shot.
Well, when you see a guy scrambling like this rack after rack, that's nerves.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think he should have just played it to the corner. He's sure to get there.
Well, he had a good idea. He just can't feel it. Let's see what he does. He's thinking about banking that ball up table past that 13 ball in the corner. That's what he's thinking about, which is a possibility if he can keep everything out of the way.
Mm-hmm. I see.
What's he looking at?
I don't know.
Come on. What's he doing?
Has he called anything yet? No, he isn't. He's calling it now.
Yeah, he's calling it up there.
He's calling
well,
it
the
up
good
there.
news is he's got a sideboard with 13, but he's got a lot of traffic and a lot of balls in the way, including the cue ball's going to get in the way.
Okay.
And, and to do that, he's got to hit it hard. The cue ball's going to be traveling.
Mm-hmm. There isn't one positive about this shot, but hold on to your seats because if he executes this, it's going to be a great shot. It'll be the shot of the
Well, the thing
tournament.
is, it is possible.
Mm-hmm.
Can he do it in his mental state of mind right now? I don't think so.
This is a shot and a half, folks. Two side pockets to deal with.
He hit it good.
No.
He needed to get inside that ball.
Correct. Well, now
I would have been surprised if he made that shot.
Oh, definitely. But look at this here. Next time Rory comes to the table, it could be 6-6. Because this is going to put Jesse on 5. He breaks. A break and run puts him on 6. And that 5-1 lead just disappeared.
No, he ain't there yet.
No, he's not.
And he's had chances, but
well,
Rory is definitely a little tight right now.
Mm-hmm. I'm not concerned about this rack. I'm concerned about the next one for Jesse and his break.
Well, Jesse's still concerned about it.
Sure.
You may not be.
I'm not concerned about any of it. I'm just sitting here watching it. And I think Jesse feels that he's out here. I don't think there's a question in his mind.
Listen, it ain't no fun trying to come from behind.
That's
He'd rather be ahead 6-4 in shooting. That's why he's taking his time.
It's more fun to be dealing with 3 balls and nothing else in the way than
Jesse has not been at his best in this match. He's trying to get loose right now. That's why he's swinging away.
Mm-hmm.
This will bring him back within 1 game and breaking, but his break has been largely ineffective so far.
Ineffective and dangerous. He's jumped the table once. He's scratched another time.
Right.
So,
huge match for both these players.
Mm-hmm.
My God. The winner's guaranteed $6,300. I think that would be the biggest payday of Rory's career.
Well, it'd be the biggest honor of Rory's career. U.S. Open champion.
Well, I'm just talking about getting to the finals.
Mm-hmm.
He's never been in the finals of a major tournament. In fact, I don't think he's ever played for the hot seat.
Well, he's here now.
And he's feeling the nerves. He's feeling the nerves. He's feeling the pressure.
See if he can come out of it.
Jesse, on the other hand, has been in this spot many times before. Wow, look at this break.
Well, he's only got 1 shot.
Well, he could play that combination.
Yes, so there's 2. And he's also got the 9 ball. He's got the 7,
I think he's
the 9,
shoot
or the combo.
15-3 combo. That's what he's looking at.
Yeah, the solids are much better than the stripes are.
He could shoot that 7 in the side.
He's having second thoughts.
Yeah, he could. He's going to come around and look at this 7 ball on the side. Now he's looking at the 9 ball.
Yeah, why move the 15 from there?
There you go. There you go.
Why move the 15 from there if you're going to take solids?
Exactly.
So now he's got the 10, 15, and the 11 tied up. And the 15 would have disturbed the 4.
And all the solids are out in the open.
Mm-hmm. I think he's out here now. But he's got work to do. It's very possible to get out here pretty easy. He'll shoot probably the 5 and the 1 last.
I don't think we've
Because
seen
of
an
the 2.
easy rack yet.
Yeah,
It seems
see.
like
He'll shoot the 3, the 5, the 1, the 2, and the 8. Well, maybe not, because he just ran past the 5. He's going to
he
come up
wants
for
the
the
2
1.
to be the last
Yeah,
ball.
he wants the 2 to be the last ball, and he wants to be straight in on the 1 to get to the 2.
Boy, he's just going to get there.
Just barely. That's all he needs to get, though. Just pocket speed to this ball, and on the 2, and he's straight. He better not get too far down for this 2
He's
ball.
okay. Wow. Does he have the right angle?
That's what I meant. If he doesn't have the right angle,
I guess
he's
so.
in trouble.
I guess he's all right.
He's not
He'll
hesitating.
just roll
so-
forward.
Yep, he had the right angle the whole time.
This 8 ball will
He just
tie up
fooled
the
us.
match at 6. So Jesse would have won 5 of the last 6 games.
Correct. And he does.
Wow.
He does. We've got a match, folks. The only difference is, I believe Jesse started out breaking. No,
No, Rory.
no, Rory did because it's 6-6. Sorry.
Can
So-
Rory regain his composure? He's been a little bit out of sorts the last couple times at the table.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's just that really that one shot really played big. That where
Well,
he
he's
spun
had
around,
a
tried to
couple
come
shots
around.
where he just lost control of the cue ball.
Wow. Well, we still have some great matches coming up, but this is the hot seat match at the Predator Arena at the Rio in Las Vegas, Nevada, the 2016.
You can see Jesse up there laughing, talking to people in the crowd. He's feeling pretty confident now because
Yeah,
he was way down there in this match.
He's made a long run and he's caught his breath. You know, he's up to par now.
You know what they say? He thinks he got his man, and maybe he does.
Well,
Boy, Rory's got to see him laughing over there on the side, laughing, smiling. Yeah, Rory looks like he's under stress.
nice break.
Ball down.
Another ball down, straight in. And with an easy shot for either stripes or solids.
Well, I think he'll take the solids, but he's going to have to deal with that 4-8. That's going to be the problem if he takes solids. Everything else is right out in the open.
Then in that case, I think he might take stripes. Because
He's
the
still
10
got to break up the 4-8, though.
The 10 ball does it. The 10 ball does it
Well,
with
he's
no
got
problem.
he's got to break it up.
Yes.
You can't leave it like it is. You're right. He's going stripes.
Mhm.
Well, he's kind of all over the place right now.
He's okay. He can get to the 11 and break up the 8 ball right now. He can come straight into it and be straight in on the 10.
Well, that's what he looked at, but
Yeah.
I'm not so sure he's going to shoot it right now, though.
Mm.
He's looking at that, what is it, 12 ball there.
It's the 15.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty severe angle on that 11 ball.
It is, but
13
it rolls
ball.
real nice and soft.
Yeah,
Corey
well.
Deuel missed a shot like this.
He can break it now using
Yes.
this 13 ball.
Unless he clips the 10. And he's, it's there to clip. He clips that 10 ball and he's dead.
Not necessarily. He could slide off the edge of the 10 and still hit the 8. He's not happy with this position.
No, it's if he clips the 10, it sends the 10 ball past the 4 over here. He hits the 8 ball, the cue ball sticks. He has no shot.
George, all his body language speaks of a player that's very tight right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's very uncertain.
Oh, I totally agree. There's no doubt that it's not that he's uncertain. He's just nervous. It's that nervous energy.
Uncertain is also a good word.
And he wants to play. He wants to play perfect. Is he even thinking about playing the 10 ball first?
No. He's gonna. There's no question he's gonna shoot this 13 ball. It's what happens next.
No, he's seeing where it's going to go. If he clips that 10 ball, he may not hit the 8.
You're right. You're right.
He should have taken it when he had the chance. He was there, and he
didn't. He didn't like it. It was a hard cut shot.
Look how far off the rail that ball is.
Okay,
He's a pro player.
He
does this all the time.
He's a low-level pro player.
Okay.
Let's call it like it is.
He did that very well.
Well done.
Got it done.
Well
Good job.
done, Rory.
Well, now he
needed that shot.
Where does he go? Where does he go? He wants to be over here. I'd like to shoot he wants to shoot the 9 ball last. So he wants to get in the middle of the table for the 12 ball and then end up on the right hand side pocket for the he's there now.
He's going to shoot the 9.
Yeah, he'll shoot the 9, the 12, and draw back to where he is now. Or come down to the left side of the table for the side pocket.
He's going to play position for the biggest area he can. When you're tight, that's the easiest thing to do.
He is. No, he's not.
He's going to draw straight back.
Mm-hmm. Is he straight enough to get there? Yes, he is. It looks like it is. Big shot. Little draw. Well done. Straight in, almost.
That's the shot he wants on the 8.
That's
he wants to stay close to it. He doesn't want any long shots. Boom. Back in the lead, 7-6. Well, now we got a nip and tuck fight.
Yes, we do. At the best part of the set, the home stretch. Race to 9.
Jesse's not smiling now. He's not laughing. He said, this guy did get out.
That's funny. Rory is. Well, not really.
No, he's
feeling better, though.
He's feeling it. Let's just say that. He's feeling it. He's feeling the intensity of the situation. This is unfamiliar ground for Rory Hendrickson.
Mm-hmm. But
not so much so for Jesse Bowman.
He looks a little more settled in his chair, though, doesn't he?
Well, he knows he's in the thick of this match.
Mm-hmm. And cue ball is, close to losing it. Very close to losing it. Is it a dry break?
Though.
Yeah, it's a dry break.
Jesse's break just has not worked for him.
This is big. Big opportunity for Rory. Gets him on the hill and breaking.
Well, you're looking way ahead right now.
Oh, I'm just saying
he's got 8 balls to go.
He has the opportunity to do that. But you're right. He's got 8 balls to go. Through traffic. The stripes are all open except the 9.
He found a way to get through a tough rack, that last rack.
Mm-hmm. And the solids are all open except the 2.
I mean, we can watch the 2 players and see that Jesse has more shooting ability and more knowledge of the game. But you still got to make that 8 ball at the end. You still got to get out those racks, and Jesse has not been able to do that. And Rory somehow has done it. He scrambled to win like 4 out of those 7 games.
I agree. And the one thing I will say, Rory has the better break of the 2.
He has.
He's more controlled.
Well, on paper, he doesn't, but it's worked better than
Correct.
Jesse's
It's been
break.
more effective than Jesse's. The first 3 racks really displayed that. First 3 or 4 racks.
You don't win matches on reputation. You win matches on the table.
That's a very good point. Sometimes the reputation might help you with it, though.
It can intimidate
your opponent. Yeah, exactly. In this case, they know each other well.
Rory has really taken his time the last few games.
That's a good thing. Why would he look at shooting? He's looking for the second shot. I think his first shot's going to be the 13. Now he's going. Is he going there? Yes, he has to go there. He has to go for the 14, up for the 15, and the 11 over here.
Hopefully.
This is a thin cut. Nice and easy.
It's all about this shot right here. This is
Nice
a
and
critical
easy.
shot in this match.
Oh, he just bumped the ball in his way. He's tough. He's done.
Yeah. He lost his cue ball there.
Well, those fortunate rolls he had earlier turned into an unfortunate one here when he bumped that ball.
What is that? The 11 ball will go if he can see enough of it to cut it.
He's pretty.
Let's see.
Oh, yes, you're right. He can.
The 11
he can make
will
the 11.
go in the corner.
He can make the 11.
He can walk around here and look at the balls all day, but he's going to have to shoot that 11.
Has he even looked at it yet?
I don't know.
He's looking at it now. He'll see it when he walks by there.
He looks a little lost to me. Now he see. Oh, yeah. Wait a second.
There you
the
go.
11
Now
goes.
Yeah. Hello.
Hallelujah.
All right. So how do you get from there to where you need to be?
Listen, he's glad to have a shot. The 9 ball's tied up, as is the 14. Like I said, he is struggling and scrambling to find ways to get out in these racks.
He's got to come across when he makes this 11. He's got to nibble the 6 ball so he can get a shot on the 12. And then from the 12, he has to go to the 15 ball down here, and then up for the 10. Oh, he's got to open up the 9. So there's that. Did he scratch? Yes.
Yeah, he's George.
Flyer.
He's kind of out of sorts here. He's just firing it away and hoping to get lucky. Really.
There. Yeah, he did fire there. It didn't require a fire shot. That was a soft shot. He could have opened up. He opened up the 6, but he fired at it.
He's tight.
And we're gonna. It looks like we might continue here with this nip and tuck and game after game. But it looks like we, other than the break, we'll see. We might see, hopefully not, more errors from Rory, unless he has a wide open rack.
Nicely done. He opened up that 2 ball just like that.
Now for the 5, up for the 6. Then for the and then the 4, then the 3, then the 2, and the 8.
Wasn't that the
one?
There's
one
above
ball
the 10?
above it. Yeah, and there's one ball up there that was lost. I didn't see. He can get this next, and there's the 1 that he needs now, and he can shoot either the 3 or the 4 next. It's going to be the 4. Oh my.
I mean, he's
still
okay,
okay.
but
He'll come around the 10.
How did he let that ball drift all the way over there?
It just did. He's going to get around top of the... Oh, gosh.
Oh, that would have been...
that would have been murder to get around top of the 10.
That would have been a disaster.
Oh, wow.
To me, the only way Jesse can lose this match is if he makes some kind of critical error. Because Rory looks just too tight to me. We're tied, 7 apiece. Rory's breaking. He needs a good break with an open rack.
Yes, I totally agree. And if he can break this and run the table, dominantly run the table with no doubts and no scrambling.
Let me tell you, he's not going to dominate anything right now in his state of mind. But if he can somehow make a good break and get an open table where he doesn't have to, because I feel like the way I feel right now watching how he's playing is if there's a difficult situation, he will not be able to handle it.
Okay, that's a good point.
He needs open balls. That's just my opinion based on what I see.
I
Nothing against Rory Hendrickson, but he's a little over his head right now.
I tend to I know his nerves are screaming at him.
Believe me, in this situation, nerves definitely come into play.
Oh, yes, definitely.
And it's affected him the last 2 or 3 games that he's been at the table. He has definitely been affected.
He was affected when he made a couple mistakes, and with Jesse's results going from
Wait
5 to 1.
Wait a second. Let me see what Bill. Okay.
Bill Stock went up to shake hands with a young gentleman sitting next to Ozzie Reynolds. He's
yeah, nice to meet you. Keep quiet. For all I know, that's Ozzie's son. I don't know.
Mm-mm.
No?
Mm-mm. I think
Bill
he's
Stock
with,
is
I think he's
looking
with
at
Jesse.
why is Rory having such trouble racking these balls?
You know, with a little conversation, it wouldn't hurt Rory. Get his mind off the nerves. Kind of settle him in. I know players like to kind of will sometimes converse with the crowd just to do that, to ease the nerves.
You know what? It would relax Rory
Exactly.
right now.
Exactly.
Because he's a little tight. Let him talk to somebody.
Right.
Pick out someone in the crowd. Say something. Laugh. Smile.
Exactly. Just like when you're giving a speech, you get up in front of a crowd of people. That's the first thing you want to open with, something to instill confidence.
In yourself.
Exactly. Well, you're the only one up there.
Oh, man.
So here we go. 7-7.
He needs the break of the match right now.
He just needs a good one with an open rack.
This has actually been his strong point, is his break.
Yes, I totally agree. Let's hope that doesn't leave aside to make this a very competitive match.
Unlimbers that stroke. Good,
Sounded
good solid break. Sounded good.
Yeah, sounded good. Did he make a ball?
No. The market crashed on Rory.
Wow. Well, options for Mr. Bowman.
Well, the most important option is he's at the table, and he's in control.
6-3, 7-3 combo. Then that's what he's going to... Oh, it doesn't go, does it?
Yeah.
7.
That's what he wanted.
3-12, right. He's got a combo down here on the bottom.
Well, he's going to shoot this 14 on the end rail first.
Right. I'm just looking at all his options down here on the bottom.
He put a big stroke on that ball to slide up there. It worked, though.
Well, we're 2 hours into this match, and we're tied at 7.
Next match begins at 8 o'clock, and that will be the last match of the evening. We'll kick off with 6 players tomorrow at 10 a.m. 5 rounds of play tomorrow. And we'll have a champion at the end of the day.
Then we go into the match play. Then we go in to see it's Shane Van Boning versus Thorsten Homan playing a race to 21 8-ball.
That's a long match.
Yes, it is. Starts at 5 o'clock at night. Then you have Rodney Morris and Francisco Bustamante playing 10-ball, 5 o'clock on Wednesday night. And then on Thursday night, you have Justin Bergman and, who's he playing? I don't have that written down. Who is he playing?
Skyler?
Skyler Woodward.
That's what I thought. Meanwhile, during those last 2 sentences, Jesse's running the rack. He's playing with a lot more confidence right now. In the lead, in control, Jesse Bowman, 1 game away from being in the hot seat.
Bergman and Duel.
Oh, Bergman and Duel.
Bergman and Duel playing 8-ball, race to 21.
That's a good match. Those
Yes.
are long matches.
Well, you know, it's a challenge match. And this will draw some good galleries because...
Don't they know I'm an old man? Somebody tell them. You're a youngster, man.
This should draw some good galleries with all the players. I think the team events start on Wednesday, so they'll be in here Tuesday night, and that's when it all gets going. And all the amateur players across the country, will be here, and they get to watch the pros do what they do on the same equipment.
Jesse needs to come up with his best break shot of the match and close this guy out. He does not want it to go hill-hill, that's for sure.
No.
You notice Jesse only has one cue. He breaks with his playing cue.
Well,
old style, old school.
Old school.
He's still going with that second ball break.
I hate to flatten my tape. Made the 8 ball, so he has the option to break again.
He made a whole bunch of balls.
Yeah, he did. And he ended up in the midst of a whole bunch of balls.
Look at this shot. He may have to play that 14 ball that the cue ball's right next to. But he can make it by going across it. He doesn't have to shoot straight at it to make it. Oh, he can re-break?
Yes, he can.
He gets a choice.
He gets a choice to re-break
here?
Well,
no, you don't want to.
I saw Justin Bergman make the 8, re-break, and then break dry, and his opponent ran out.
I kind of think he should have gone across the ball the other way, but anyway, let's see.
He's fine. The 11. Oh,
those 2 balls are together. The 11 and 9 are tied up.
He's looking to see if the 11 ball goes or what goes there. The 9 goes. The 11
I'm
ball
not
doesn't
sure.
go.
I don't think either of them goes. If he'd have gone across it the other way, he'd have broken him up, and he could have shot the 10. Well, anyway, this is what he's got.
Yep, the 12, which means he's going to have to make the 10 and come back to that position right there to make the 11-9. Oh.
Well,
this ball must
go.
Better
hope this ball goes.
You better be certain this ball goes.
Well, he's looking at it like it goes.
Yeah, he looked at it before, so it went.
The 11 is still a problem.
Yes.
I'm not so sure the 11 goes.
He's going to look at it.
Oh. Wow. Wow. That's a tiny little opening, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. And from there, he's going to slide over for the 13.
I don't know, man.
Well, he's got to get it done.
Because you got to make that 11 very, very delicately. You can't do too much with the cue ball from that spot.
Well, if he just leaves, if he draws it back a little bit to right where his hand, right there. If he draws it back to there, he can probably run the cue ball over for the 13.
He better be real careful here.
He better be real
sure.
This
is no
here.
bargain.
The good thing is he does have a little bit of room for error in the fact that if he loses this, he doesn't lose the match yet. Wow. And he's in trouble. He's in big, big trouble. Rory just got a big break.
Not necessarily. If he cuts this in and the cue ball runs into those 2 balls, he might be able to shoot the 11 in the corner. Let's see what happens here.
Mm-hmm. He's going right at the side pocket. And hello.
He might have done it.
No.
Oh, no, not quite.
No.
Not quite. He didn't break it out.
How much can he see? Can he 2-rail it in the side? Oh, he's trying. He made this bang shot? No.
No.
Wow, he came real close. And he came as close as he could to the 2 ball.
Well, he put Rory under some pressure here, especially with that 7 ball right on the side rail.
Mm-hmm.
Can Rory hold it together? Listen, his opening shot's going to be a tough shot right here.
It is. It really is.
And you know what Jesse did by putting that 11 ball right in front of the pocket? He put more pressure on Rory. Rory knows that if he misses, he's going to lose.
Well, and even if he plays safe, he might lose. A ball in front of the pocket can
he
get
can't
kicked
play
in.
safe. He don't want to play safe here. He's going to try to run out as best he can. Open with the 5 ball, or that's the 3 ball. That's the 3.
3.
That's his best opening.
He might open with his 4.
No, he's going to shoot the easiest shot he can to start. Oh, yeah.
That is the easiest shot he has.
Okay. I didn't think he could see it through that
opening.
That
is the easiest shot he has.
Well, it is. I agree.
Don't kiss this ball.
Well, he kissed it good.
Kissed it just right.
He kissed it good.
He can move the 7.
If he's smart, he's going to do something with the 7 next.
And he'll have a shot on the 6 or the 3.
He got a very fortuitous roll there, because if he didn't hit that 2 ball, the cue would be on the end rail.
Mm-hmm. Question is, can he hit the 7?
Oh, he could hit it if he draws up into it.
Oh, right. All right.
Will he hit it?
There you go. That's where I was going next.
You see, Rory doesn't have a lot of confidence right now. He's taking a lot of extra time.
Might he be better off just go ahead and playing, running the balls and playing the cue ball to the upside of the 7 to play it in the lower left-hand corner, and then the 8? I don't know. Let's take a look at what he does.
He's going for that 7 ball.
He missed it.
He missed it.
He's going to be nice on the 3.
Once again, he came out good.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the 5 ball, isn't it?
It is the 5 ball. Just on the screen it looks like the 3. On the when I look out, it's very orange.
I think you got to do. You got to draw straight back and get straight in on that 7 in the corner.
Well, I like the way he did this better.
He got straight in on the 7 in the corner.
Exactly.
That's what he needed to do. He needed to get this ball if he wants any chance to win this game.
Exactly. Nicely done. You know, when your nerves are raging, this shot is tough.
He's okay now.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have a hill-hill match.
Yes, we are. And Rory's breaking.
How about that, fans? Well, Jesse got himself in trouble, and it cost him.
I think Rory's pumped now. I think the nerves here work in his favor.
I'm not so sure about that. But he's, as you can see, Jesse has not taken advantage of his opportunities. He had a golden opportunity there to win this match.
Totally agree. Yeah, he was. We thought he was out.
Well, I wasn't sure, but I knew that if he was at the table, he had control of the game and the match.
Yeah, his shot selection there at the end got him in trouble, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't even like his opening shot, that rack. I think when he was up against that ball, he should have shot into those 2 balls immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Because he left those. He could have broken them up, George. Oh, we're going to take a break.
Yeah, we
got a little time out here.
Yeah, we did speak about that. How long did
we'll be back in a couple minutes. Here we go. Case game. Hill match. A thriller at the Rio.
Rory Hendrickson and Jesse Bowman tied at 8. Hot seat of the U.S. Open 8-ball championships in the Predator Arena at the Rio Hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Rory Hendrickson's been playing professional pool for 25 years. He's 47 years old, and this is the biggest game of his life. Right here. To get in the finals of the U.S. Open 8-ball championship.
And he's been breaking very well. But he broke dry the last time up.
Boy,
the cue ball's headed to the corner. Ooh,
he's okay.
almost.
Boy, he really crushed those balls.
Mm-hmm. He made a ball.
Now what? Cut the one ball? He's happy. Look at it. He's laughing. He's laughing. He's laughing. Yes, Rory, you got a lot of TV time here.
You cut the one ball and you get on the 6. A little bit of draw on the ball. Come all the way down to the bottom of the table to open up the 3.
Hey, I got news for you, George.
Yes, sir.
Rory has followed no pattern yet today. he ain't listening. He's just trying to make balls.
All I have to say to that is he's playing for the hot seat of the U.S. Open. I'm in the booth, and I'm watching. And so is everyone else.
Listen, this opening shot's a tough shot.
Yes, it is.
He's cutting that ball backwards.
Yep, sure is.
Right now, he's focused on making this ball.
And he did.
I mean,
At
there goes the
warp
cue ball.
speed.
There goes the cue
He
ball,
opened
and he's
everything
in trouble.
up. He's got the 7 ball.
He's got the 7
He's
on
got,
the side.
He had a safety valve the whole time. Didn't you see it? He went to the one spot on the table.
He didn't know it was there,
right,
but it's
exactly.
there now.
He went to the one spot on the table where he could have gotten in real big trouble, but fortunately, 7 ball's there.
I mean, that cue ball was flying. That's all I know.
Mm-hmm.
It could have ended up anywhere. It could have ended up in the drink.
I thought he had. Yeah, I thought he could make a control shot there to get down there.
Yeah, well, like I said, he ain't following any pattern. He's just making one ball at a time right now.
Well, that flyer might have won him the hot seat.
You're way ahead of yourself, my friend. He's got some work to do yet.
This is why I said might have. He's in trouble.
I think he can see the 5 ball. Look at that. See? The way he's playing, he's just trying to give himself a shot, and he did. You know, it's a pretty nice this one is pretty you shoot the 5, come across the table, and shoot that little combination.
He probably bumps it.
6-3. He doesn't want to. I don't think he wants to.
He shouldn't.
Well, we'll see. Wouldn't that be something if he can finish this rack? Jesse's laughing. What's going to happen next?
Well, he's out of control. I mean, he has no control. He's in the chair. I wonder if he feels confident that he'll get a shot.
I don't know about feeling confident right now.
Right, especially sitting in the chair.
I think he's laughing because Rory is shooting that cue ball all over the table, and he keeps coming up golden with another shot.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll tell you something right now. On the right side of the table, at the head of the table to the right, is Shane Van Boning watching with interest because I believe he's going to be coming back into this mix.
Well, I guess he won that match with Thorsten then.
I don't think he'd be in the arena if he didn't. I wonder if we can find out if it's been uploaded to the brackets yet.
There's Shane.
Mm-hmm. See, he didn't want to bump it.
Very fortunate again.
I think that was played. I think that was played.
Well,
he played
the thing is, by bumping it, he probably figured he'd have a shot at one of those 2 balls.
Well, exactly, and he needed a shot. So, yeah, he bumped that ball on purpose because it
he's
just
got a good.
just
He's got a good chance now. Draw back.
Sure.
make the 6 ball,
and come up
go
for the
up for
4.
the 4, and it's all over.
And it is. Yeah, he's
Well, he's going.
Oh, he
for
went the
4
wrong
now.
way.
No, he's okay.
No, he's
Well,
not.
you're
Look at his
right.
angle.
Calm down. Calm down.
Well, I've seen this in a couple of matches, and it's just.
Well, he's been struggling. He's been struggling.
He's struggling some more.
You may have said it went the wrong way. He went the way he wanted to go. Now, let's see. Wow. Nice stroke, Rory.
He had to.
Nice stroke, Rory.
He had to.
I'll tell you what. That's the best stroke he's put on a ball in this match.
It's too bad he had to.
Look at this. Look at this.
He's on the 50-yard line.
Wow. He's tight, but
he's on the 50-yard line.
he should be okay. He should be okay. All he's got to do is make the 8 ball. He doesn't have to worry much about the cue ball. Just don't slide down there and scratch somehow. Wow.
Hot seat, Rory Hendrickson.
How did he do that? What a miracle victory for Rory Hendrickson. He's shaking his head, too. He knows it was a struggle.
What a match. Next match is at 8 o'clock. We'll be right back.